How are you doing, everybody? Jonathan here, and in this video I'm going to go over how to progress your client on the push-up, as the push-up is one of the two most frustrating exercises to teach, with the other one being the squat. And if you've never seen my how to spot a squat video, click in the description box below. But the push-up can also be one of the more rewarding exercises to teach, especially, as I have found, for women, because they have less developed upper body strength. So we're going to go over how to progress your client. But before I do, if you have not yet, make sure to click on that link up there, subscribe to my newsletter, as I send out short articles every Monday based on how to see success in the industry. If you just happen to stumble upon this video, make sure to click on the YouTube icon and subscribe to this channel, as I make videos every Wednesday based on questions that I get the most. And as always, if you've already subscribed to both my newsletter and to this YouTube channel, thank you very much for your support. And if you find the information in this video helpful, make sure to click on the like button below the video player, as every like that I get helps this channel. Now, we're currently in my actual boot camp location, and I'm afforded a lot of opportunities given the layout of this boot camp. One of which is the use of panel mats in order to help people progress on their push-up. So if somebody had absolutely no upper body strength, I might start them on a wall push-up or perhaps a very highly stacked panel mat. So I have about 7 or 8 levels on my panel mats. So if I were going to have somebody new do a push-up, I'd have their hands outside of their chest, their feet behind their shoulders, back stays straight. They're going to inhale down, exhale out. And then my goal for them is for the client to be able to accumulate 20 repetitions over the course of 1 minute at that height. If they're able to accumulate 20 repetitions, we then make the exercise more intense. We take a panel mat off, and now they're doing it at a slightly lower angle. And you can mimic this by the 1 minute and 20 repetition process with a Smith machine, by lowering the bar and having your clients put their hands on a Smith machine. But not all trainers are afforded the Smith machine, and far fewer trainers work in a gymnastics facility where you can stack panel mats. Moreover, you'll find that the Smith machine can only go so low. So you can have your clients do their push-ups on a bench, and if you don't have access to a bench because you're an in-home trainer, I would definitely recommend that you invest in a guitar bench. These can go for about $35. You can very easily carry them to your clients' homes. So the same thing applies. You're going to go on your guitar bench, hands on the bench, feet behind the body, elbows are going to come back. You're going to inhale down, exhale up, and then you're going to look to accumulate as many push-ups over the course of a minute. If you get 20 plus, you can go down to the floor. But even going from the lowest level of your Smith machine or from the bench to the floor is a big jump for the client. So how do you help your client to execute the floor push-up, which is the ultimate goal? And the technique that you should use is to incorporate negatives. So we can handle more weight going with gravity, the eccentric movement, going down on the push-up, than we can going up, the concentric movement, or going against gravity. So for my clients, I'll sometimes use a yoga block as a marker, but they're going to have their hands on the outside of their chest. The yoga block is going to go underneath their chest, and if they were going to do a push-up, ideally I'd want their chest to make contact with the yoga block, if not the floor. They're going to inhale down. This is the eccentric movement. They're going to exhale up. Now, most clients, once they get to a certain level of strength, will be able to control themselves on the way down. If they're unable to control themselves on the way down, then you're going to want to work on the eccentric movement on the bench until that becomes easy, and until they can control the concentric movement on the bench. So they should be able to control themselves inhaling and exhaling on the bench. If they can do that and you take them down to the floor, they still may have problems with the concentric movement. But you can still train the muscles necessary to execute the up portion of the push-up by making sure that they consistently work on the down portion of the push-up. And you can do that by implementing the negative. Let's get this out of the way so you can see. My hand's going to be on the outside of the chest. So we know that the client can't do this, but they can do this under control. All right, so we're going to make sure that they continually work on the eccentric movement, and then we're going to take the intensity off of the concentric movement by crossing the ankles, bringing them above the knee, and then doing the push-up from the modified position. So we're going to do the push-up up from the modified position, and then we're going to reassume the military push-up and then force the greater intensity with the eccentric movement on the way down. So our push-up is going to look like this for a while. Inhaling on the way down, exhaling on the way up. And then they're working those muscles, the muscles necessary to do the push-up at the higher intensity on the way down. This is much easier than just having your client always do modified push-ups, as the eccentric movement on the way down is so much easier than it would be here that they're not getting to train their muscles to do a military push-up. So the same rule will apply. If they can accumulate 20 negative style push-ups in a minute, then they should be able to attempt 1 or 2 regular military style push-ups. And then if they still struggle, you can incorporate different exercises such as a dumbbell chest press to work on their concentric movement strength. So I definitely recommend that you take this advice to heart. I've seen a lot of clients see more success executing their push-ups on the floor after they've implemented the negative on the way down, modified positive on the way up, and they've eventually been able to do at least 1 good push-up, which will in time turn into 2 or 3. Now I have an entire library of exercises that I do with the clients, how to spot them, how to fix them, and how to find deficiency in movement and form. If you need help on how to do that, I definitely recommend that you check out my Dumbbells to Dollars course, as it is a course dedicated to helping trainers develop programs as well as coach nutrition, market, and eventually open up their own business. So if you've never checked out my Dumbbells to Dollars course, I definitely recommend that you click on that video right there, as it is the best option for any trainer looking to see success in the fitness industry, and I know it'll be very helpful for you. So that's about it. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to hit the like button below. I have a lot more information that I want to go over, including a response to a question on the video that I did last week on nutrition, which I think is going to be very important. So make sure to tune in next week. Remember, there's a comment section for a reason. If you have any questions, ask them, as it may inspire a video. But I'm headed out for now. I'll see you next week. I have to set up my boot camp, so Wednesday I'll see you. As long as you remember to eat healthy, hydrate, drive safe, stress levels will get rest, don't slap anybody, love your clients, they will love you back. I'll see y'all tomorrow or the next day, and you have a good one.